Hello everyone, it's me again, Captain Blueberry Buckaroo, aka Lancer737. We've been reading through the Princess Luna novel, Princess Luna and the Festival of the Winter Moon, and we are on the last chapters of this fantastic story. So I'm just going to cut into it. It's going to be a cold reading, but I'm not going to crack any jokes, at least not purposely. Anyway, here we go. Chapter 15, The Festival of the Winter Moon. What was I thinking? This has got to be the stinkiest, ugliest festival ever thrown in the history of Equestria, Rarity cried out, shaking her head in shame. She was wearing a scratchy ceremonial robe made of brown wool. At least it kept her warm in the snow. You got that right, snarked Rambo Dash as she flew across the field. She had a clothespin on her nose to protect her from the stench of her garlic necklace. These bat snow ponies Princess Luna asked me to make, instead of snow castles, look like the smoozes. But they're wings. But with wings. Rainbow, patted the sides of the bat ponies she was working on, and the wings fell off, making that one wing. Not to worry, I can help with that, Rarity said. She shot some magic at the snow ponies. It didn't do much good. The thing still looked hideous. Oh, drat. Looking good, Pinkie Pie called out. She bounced over, her fluffy, festish mane still, managed to bop up and down underneath her cupcake-shaped winter hat. Hey! They really matched the decorations, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, Rainbow said, touching her hooves down in the snow on the ground. There are no decorations, remember? They're invisible. Right, Pinkie Pie replied, winking. You got it. Okay, every pony, let's all take our places, Twilight called out from the tent where her educational exhibit was set up. Princess Luna will be here any moment. The town's ponies looked to one another in excitement, scrambling to find a good spot to stand when she arrived. The cutie-marked crusaders made their way to the front of the crowd. Apple Bloom was a bundle of nerves. No pony could see the fear in her eyes while she was wearing moon glasses. Do you think she'll like it? She better, said Scootaloo, with an anxious smile, because this stuff is all pretty weird. She gestured to the scene. Ponies milling about in brown wool cloaks, moon glasses, and garlic necklaces. Snow smoozes, the horde of ugly bugs, and an educational tent. No pretty lights or decorations. I know, Sweetie Belle bit her lip. Plus, that banana peel pudding is the yuckiest thing I've ever tasted. You two aren't helping me feel better, you know, griped Apple Bloom, frowning. She straightened up. There was one thing left that she had to be proud of. At least I invited some special guests. Who are they? Sweetie Belle asked. It's a surprise, Apple Bloom reminded her with a smile. Stop asking me. You'll see. The hubbub of the crowd grew louder, and Apple Bloom looked up to the sky. The princesses of Equestria were approaching in their carriages. In front was Princess Celestia, her sparkling white carriage pulled by 2 royal guards of the sun. Behind her were the guests of honor herself. Was the guest of honor herself, Princess Luna. Her 2 bat pony guards, Echo and Nocturne, soared towards the field. There they are! The ponies called out in excitement. The princesses landed softly on a bank of snow and trotted over to the festival entrance. Twilight Sparkle and all her friends cantered over and lined up to greet them. Hide me, cried Rarity, looking down at her cloak. This all seemed better in theory. Welcome, Princess Luna, Apple Bloom read from a scroll. In honor of all that you do and the moon up above, we have planned this here first annual Winter Moon Festival. Apple Bloom forced a cheesy smile. A new royal decreed holiday. Surprise! The ponies cheered. Yeah, Princess Luna. Luna stood frozen. Her face was blank. She momentarily forgot that she was supposed to be acting surprised. Princess Celestia gave her a little nudge, as if to say, "Remember our deal." "My stars," Princess Luna gasped. "Thou didst this all for me?" She motioned to the snowy field full of bugs and garlic. She bowed, stifling a giggle. "Thank you, dearest ponies of Ponyville. It's wonderful." Princess Luna trotted toward the crowd. She took in the silly scene, admiring how flawlessly the ponies had executed her odd suggestions. Everything was here. Wow, Luna whispered to herself. Finally understanding what her sister had been trying to tell her. This was completely different from the summer sun celebration, or Nightmare Night. This wasn't a holiday dedicated to her mistake as Nightmare Moon. This was a party meant to celebrate everything she had done right. Not the way she scared the ponies of Equestria. Suddenly a series of loud screams came from the back of the crowd. Chapter 16. A Lively Affair. "Stand back!" Princess Luna barreled through the crowd. The screams were coming from a mint green unicorn wearing a garlic necklace. Luna recognized as the pony from the Dream Register. Immediately, it was Lyra. "What happened?" Princess Luna was on high alert, searching the horizon. "What has terrified you so?" Lyra was shaking. It was a beast. They weren't too far from the Everfree Forest. It could have been anything. A ghost beast. "Over there," shouted a purple Pegasus. "It's coming back." Luna couldn't believe her eyes. It was actually a Terrahax hippo. The massive gray ghost was running right toward the party. The monster was almost like a normal hippopotamus, except with pointy teeth and a shimmering, translucent body. And its prime objective was to terrify ponies. Princess Luna could not have that. "Every pony in the tent!" She motioned to Twilight to guard the town's ponies. Princess Celestia soared over and took a place next to her sister. "Ready for a fight?" The alicorns pushed their hooves into the snow, standing solid. Celestia looked to Luna. "I have not seen a Terrax hippo in hundreds of moons. Why is he here?" "I think it may be my fault," Luna called out, remembering her little white lie to Princess Twilight weeks ago. "I must have accidentally summoned him awake." The Terrax hippo ran toward them, letting out a low, gurgling noise. He shook the ground. Sounds of shrieks escaped from the tent. The Terrax hippo smiled in satisfaction. Then he began to grow. Celestia fired a zap of pink energy at the beast to contain him, but the magic shot straight through and hit a nearby tree, melting the snow on its branches. "Luna! How do we calm him?" The Terrax hippo set his sights on the tent full of ponies. The tent rustled around, packed to capacity. The Terrax hippo paused to smell the air before moving toward it. "What does he want, Luna?" Luna whispered to herself, flying around to head him off. Then she saw it, a sack full of garlic necklaces. Luna called out to her sister, "It's the garlic!" "You're right, dear Luna of the night," Zecora the zebra called out as she emerged from the forest. "Throw the garlic! You must. It's the only way to gain his trust," Zecora advised. Princess Luna swooped down, snatched the bag of necklaces, and tossed them at the Terrax hippo. He opened his slimy mouth wide and caught them in one gulp. He chomped them down in satisfaction. And he chewed. As he chewed, he became smaller. Luna smiled triumphantly. "Citizens, throw your necklaces at the beast." "Be gentle, every pony," Fluttershy warned. "He's just a creature that's lost his way." Twilight Sparkle, Rainbow Dash, Rarity, Fluttershy, and Pinkie Pie, and Applejack ran towards the Terrax hippo. Unafraid, they created a circle around him, herding up just like Applejack and Wyona did with the sheep back at Sweet Apple Acres. "We're not afraid of you," shouted Rainbow Dash, tossing a garlic necklace. He caught it in his mouth and licked his lips. "Except maybe your breath later." "Wow, Pinkie Pie squealed, she ran out of garlic. So she began to toss random items such as snowballs and bowls of banana pudding, peel pudding. He's hungry, like hungry, Princess Luna Twilight called out. What next? Before Luna could answer the question, one of the manticores from the swamp swooped down and landed in front of the T-Rex hippo. He roared. The T-Rex hippo immediately fell into a trance-like state. Then he sat down with a big thud and fell asleep. Princess Celestia flew over. She went down and used her magic to surround the T-Rex hippo and gently whispered a spell. The beast floated off into the everfree forest, back to his sleepy cave. It was over. The ponies applauded, surrounding Princess Luna. The Bat Ponies, the Mountain Dragons, and Manticore joined in. They bowed to Luna and turned to the ponies. Yo, came! Apple Bloom jumped up and down with glee. I invited them here, and they came! Zecora stepped forward. Thanks to Luna, we've settled our score, and these noble creatures are no longer at war, she explained, though it was many moons ago. It is to her our peace we owe. One of Luna's guards, Nocturne, stepped forward. He bowed his head to Princess Luna and turned to the crowd. And for this tonight, we celebrate our dear Princess of the Night, Luna the Great. Every pony cheered and gathered around to hear more stories of Princess Luna's trials. Looking to the happy faces around her, Princess Luna never felt so loved. Chapter 17. Luna in the Light. After the exciting battle with the T-Rex hippo, the ponies were in the mood to party, even Princess Luna. While the festival was strange, it fit Luna just right. She was different than her sister and always had been. This celebration was proof of that. Princess Luna laughed with the town's ponies, who were dressed in their funny gowns, ceremonial cloths. They had put this all together just to make her feel special. Even the manticore stuck around, making new friends and tasting the spicy rainbow juice. It made Luna feel warm and fuzzy, even in the snow. It's extraordinary, isn't it, sister? Celestia said, watching the particular party, that we have the privilege of protecting and knowing such wonderful citizens. Yes, Luna admitted. You're right. Thank you for allowing this festival, even when I did not. She nodded to her sister and held out her hoof. Celestia shook it. Peculiar choice of theme, though, Celestia marveled. She pointed to Rarity, who had turned her cloak into one shrouded gown. I'm surprised they let the little ones choose all these odd details. She laughed. What are these strange outfits? Why are there bugs everywhere? Well, I may have something to do with that, Princess Luna admitted with a giggle. I suggested some of these things while the ponies were dreaming. It turned out it worked quite well. Luna, Celestia's eyes grew wide in shock. You didn't. She sighed. It was fun while it lasted, but it's time for the real celebration to begin. Luna focused her magic. The whole field began to transform into the winter wonderland the ponies had envisioned. Celestia joined in as well. Soon, there were glittering snow castles, twinkling lights, and tables covered in constellations. Chocolate fountains and bubbling pots of hot apple cider hovered down next to the trays upon trays of mooncakes and apple turnovers. The ugly bugs floated up into the air, spreading their wings and glowing. They danced around like stars in the darkened sky. These invisible decorations are really starting to come alive, Pinkie Pie joked. Princess Luna, Twilight exclaimed, trotting up to the princess with the rest of her friends. This is beautiful! It was the true Winter Moon Festival, just as it was meant to be. I'm sorry that I altered your plans, dear friends, Princess Luna said solemnly. I was hoping to ruin the party because I did not feel worthy of one. She turned to the Cutie Mark Crusaders and smiled. I know now that this is not true. It is such a gift to know that you have ponies that care for you so much, as you all have done for me." She motioned to the surroundings. "So as my gift back to you, here is your festival." The ponies surrounded Luna and gave her the biggest group hug. Princess Luna felt so on top of the world, she could raise 1,000 more moons. The end. In the end, I really enjoyed this story, and I hope you guys did too. For me, this story, I rate it 9 out of 10. It does a lot of world building. We learn a lot more about Princess Luna than what we know about her in the show, and even some of the other books that are canon, and comics too. And the only thing I can complain about is I don't think they needed to have the Triax hippo in the story. It just feels like it's an unnecessary scene to have, or event to have, and this all could have played out without it. She could have just felt guilty about the ponies going through what they were going through, despite coming to see her and just loving the Princess of the Night, and then feeling guilty about it and changing everything the way that she and Celestia does with their transmutation magic. But it's still really good. I would like to actually see a novel about when she went to deal with the mountain dragons that were at war with the Bat Ponies. That in itself sounds pretty cool too. I like the growth of character in this, and it's something that we see in all the stories with Princess Luna. She, and also in real life, the stuff that she goes through, it's not something you just get over in one story or one episode. She's continuously dealing with pain that she has gone through because of her actions in the past. For example, not feeling like she deserves to have friends or to be loved, or her deserving to have nightmares nonstop to remember that she was not good and not to live past that moment. And in this case, because of some of that pain that she has gone through, she didn't feel like she deserved to have this festival. And it's good to see that through perseverance. I can't talk. I'm sorry. I just can't talk. It's good to see that with the ponies trying so hard, they could get her to see, and through events that happen, she sees that this was important, not just for her, but because the ponies that like her so much also deserve to have a good day with this celebration, because they're just as much as important as she is. She does all this stuff for them as well. Yeah, like I said, I would give this a 9 out of 10, and there's a lot of activities in the back. Stuff for journals and puzzles and mazes. So, I do recommend that you get the hardback cover version, but there is a softback one, and it's probably cheaper, like they normally are. You can get it at Walmart or Amazon. I've seen it on sale on Walmart.com. Anyway, if you guys want me to do more readings, I will. Probably will be easier to be in character if it's a comic book, but at the same time, I don't have stills of any of the comic books. Anyway, I hope you guys like this, and I hope you have a good weekend. And just an update, I am gonna have to, I have 3 more days of doing mass updates, and then I shouldn't have to do mass updates ever again, and I'm sorry for anyone that's inconvenienced by the updates, if you are inconvenienced. It's still not clear that it's popping up in all your feeds for me doing mass updates, and I think it's kind of dumb because some of the stuff is just me putting videos in folders. That's it. So I don't see why that's something that's needed to update your viewers that you're doing. Anyway, have a good weekend. I hope you enjoyed the story of Princess Luna.